Hey y'all, what's up? Happy Sunday. Happy solar day. Happy day of the skies are blue now and the storms have passed. And sending love and good juju all around. We gonna be okay. We gonna make it through. There's a sun coming out today and we gonna work with it, work with energies of healing, energies of happy, and energies of lifting up because that's what we need right now. And since it is Sunday, I want to first say thank y'all for coming to and checking out the new video. Thank you for following me and putting up with my erratic behavior. But when it comes to videos, you know me and these contraptions. I'm gonna do better. Actually, I'm trying to put this in action because we're in the middle of a Mercury. We just started a Mercury retrograde. We got Venus retrograde. Mars just came out of retrograde and is finally on track. But it's just like, eh. So there's a lot of things going on. We just survived this bloodworm moon that just passed, and we're here. We're still feeling the effects. It's transformative. This moon made some serious tremors through the world, didn't it? We saw a lot of things happening. This moon is pulling back the curtain, showing what's real, showing what needs to happen. It's a transformative moon. This energy's still going on, and we're retrograding. And I want to take a minute to say during these times, it is not to be afraid of what's coming, but to understand these things and work with them for your betterment, sort of like you're going with the current to get to where you need to be, or at least around where you need to be. Just run with what we have, run with what's in the current of. And it also gives us the time for reflection. It gives us the time for reflection. And today, since it's the Sunday sesh, I wanted to share that and a couple of other things we sort of talked about during the session, and it does touch on a bit of the spiritual as well as the philosophical. But before I jump into that, please, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, share, follow me on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok too. I got some cool videos over there too. Follow me on all my medias, which I believe are pinned on the bio. And yeah, I know I just stated myself bio. But follow me, follow me, follow me. As you know, I am a diviner, I am a santero, a spiritist, and a brujo. So if you are about all this life and about also the practices down here in the South, like hoodoo and root work and conjuring, all this good stuff, sit with me a spell, talk to me. I also do divinations, I do products as well as charmed jewelry. So get with me if you're into all that. Just wanted to get all that out of the way. And also email me at louisianacurioshop@yahoo.com or Papa Louis Paparose at gmail.com or through here too. Any way you want to get to me is get to me. But let's get to the sesh. Speaking of getting to getting, during this sesh we were talking about how sometimes it's really difficult because when if you have even the smallest bit of imposter syndrome or you have that smallest bit of like a little bit of anxiety, it's hard to be consistent with things, but consistent we must be. So it's kind of fighting against yourself, but it's better to fight against, or not even fight against, but work with what you have. Like we were saying, working with what we have. So during the sesh, we sitting down having a lovely time, having our tea, and we were talking about these things, saying we got to work with what we have. And okay, yeah, we might be anxious. Yeah, we might have imposter syndrome, but we cannot wait for the perfect moment. We cannot wait for the perfect time. We can't wait for all of the alignments. Honey, look, the the princeling of all is looking just looking kind of rough. Your papa out here looking like he a woodman, like one of these men lost in the woods. But I still have to do this video. I still wanted to do this video. I still wanted to talk with y'all and see and reach out despite what I look like. But in my mind, like most people, you have that little thing that kind of says, no, you can't do this unless it's this, unless it's that. That perfectionist streak. Or, not that it's bad to have a dedication to quality and a dedication to wanting to do your best, but you do your best with what you have, do your best with the here and now, too. It doesn't detract from what you're doing, it doesn't detract from the message. And that's the point. Of course, I'm gonna say, yo, style all you want, style, because I'm gonna be making more videos, and you know, she's gonna go do the beauty regimen, and then I will be stunning, turning men to stone. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do when you gotta do it, and run with it, feel okay with it, and get the message out, which is see what is really yours and put yourself out there. I know, really long time to get to this one thing, and you're looking at me like, that's it. There's a proverb that we have in Lukumi Si mi cabeza no se vende, nadie lo compra. If I don't sell my head, no one will buy. So I was having a little bit, I'm gonna be honest too, because it's Sunday, we're gonna be feeling it. It's the Sunday sesh. Having a little moment where I'm like, yeah, things are getting a little tight. Aren't they all with everybody? Things are getting rough. What do I need to do? So, of course, divination, talk to my spirits, talk to the thing. And in the session itself, I remembered what they said, which is if you don't sell your head, nobody will buy. If you don't put yourself out there, if you don't do this, dedicate yourself to whatever it is you're doing. Dedicate yourself to what it is that is bringing you joy or bringing you cash or bringing you whatever. Whatever it is, dedicate yourself to your passion. Dedicate yourself to that, because that's you selling your head or selling your mind, putting it into what you're doing, putting it into everything. And in the very basic case, selling your wares, putting your wares out there. I sell oils, I sell powders, I sell stuff too, apothecaria for your spiritual needs, and I make beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous artworks that you can wear. I wear them myself. But if you didn't know that and I didn't tell you that, then you'd go around the world not knowing how gorgeous you could be and how magically stuff you could have, all this cool spiritual energy things. But if I don't tell you, you won't know. If I don't remind you too, because sometimes you got to remind people. And that's on the lowest level of, yeah, you got to remind people. Or you have to remind people. Because this world goes at Mach 12 anymore. I was still at the beginning of March. Right now, we're about to go into St. Patty's Day, and happy St. Patty's Day early, everyone. I mean, St. Patty's Day, the actual happy, good time of getting together, not the slaughter of snakes and other things like that. And I hope I don't get demonetized for that, or whatever, or just blacklisted. But for those that still celebrate and get the green beer and enjoy that, enjoy your life. And we're going to be right there with you. And Monday Musings is going to come out tomorrow, too. So, you know what's up. But whatever it is you're putting yourself out there for, put yourself out there for it. Put your mind into it, put your soul into it. Make it not just your passion, but like your creation too. Nurture it, take care of it. How? By looking at it every day. Even if you gotta like, you know I'm a huge proponent, y'all. If you've been with me for a bit, you know I'm always saying, Erica Badu, write it on a piece of paper, stick it on the wall, watch it manifest. Not just magically, spiritually, emotionally, ecumenically, but also in real time, because you're seeing it. You have transferred your thought onto paper, making it real. So yeah, whatever goal that is you want to do this week, whatever things you're thinking of doing this week, whatever you want to sort of like focus on this week, this is that put your head in the game kind of energy to do it. Focus on it. Write it down, put it there, and keep looking at it. I got to do this too, because you know I'm like, yeah, because we never stop healing. I don't want to hear anyone say, oh, you know, you should be doing this already by now. Boo, you can't even fix your bed on a daily basis. Sit down, please. I want you to understand this. Even if it's small steps, it's steps forward. Give yourself that gentleness, give yourself that grace, give yourself that love. And that was the part of that was the sesh this afternoon. The sesh that said, you know what? Give yourself the grace, but put your head in the game. And keep the determination going. Keep that consistency, because the consistency you give is the consistency you will receive. And I'm relearning that now at years old, and I accept it. I understand it. Don't judge. And I'm working with it. We're all working towards our betterment. There's no such thing as perfection. There never will be. But it's perfectly okay to accept that and go, you know what? This is what resonates with me, what I'm doing. And I'd rather have an imperfect nothing than a perfect, or an imperfect something than a perfect nothing. Don't wait. And then you know what? The first anything is never going to be exactly the way you want it. Practice perseverance. In New York, even though I'm Southern fried, I'm still a New Yorker. How do you get to Carnegie Hall? Practice, 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 or take a cab. There are no cabs. Some things have practice, which is dedication, and goes right back into what I'm saying. So now during these retrogrades, now's a great time for those introspections to say, what is your passion? What is what you want to do? What do you want? What do you want to see? And put those building blocks together and do it carefully. We're actually being given that fine tooth comb to go and say, okay, I'm going to need to have some attention to detail and attention to what I'm doing. Or at the very least, know the basics that I can build up with. And that's it. That was the message I wanted to share with y'all. Again, I am here. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. Email me. Get with me in the comments below if you want to see other things I do, because I'm going to be doing shorts soon on why should you buy this stuff? Why should you get this stuff? Because it's just cool. And I think. And also, there's a reason. The dedication, what I do, how I do it. Well, not necessarily all how, because, gotta keep some secrets to myself. But the energy, dedication, and attention that I put here working with someone to make products that are made for them with their input in it and their energy as well as my own and as well as the energy we put into it for them too. So that's the thing that I'm going to be focusing on, because you know what? If I don't sell my head, nobody's going to buy. So I'm always going to be here to help and give advice where I can, because that's what I'm here for. But I want y'all to have a wonderful Sunday. Have a blessed Sunday. Know we're sending you all the good love and juju to all of the people out there. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And remember, everything's in progress. Keep looking to the light. And with that, I will bid you all a fond Sunday. Have a great week, and I'll see you in the next video. Remember, subscribe, share, like, hit the little bell, do all the good things, and stay in touch. It's going to get a little heated as we heat up. And happy to everyone. Peace and love, y'all.